Hi, I'm Jennifer Moore, and I'm an ex-TV producer. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the harsh realities about working in TV news. So stay tuned. So as you may know, I recently got out of TV news after 15 years. And there's a lot of things about the business that most people don't know unless you actually work in it. If you don't, you're going to have no idea. So listen up. I know it may seem easy to pick on members of the media, the mainstream media, but I hope you can remember a lot of these people, particularly the ones working in local news, are putting up with a ton of crap. So let's get into it. First of all, your work-life balance, it's pretty much non-existent. The hours, the schedules, and TV news are pretty brutal. Also, if you really enjoy your weekends and holidays off, this may not be the business for you because you can expect to work most, if not all of them. Also, there's the book, also known as sweeps period or ratings, and there are certain months out of the year that people in local TV can't take any time off of, like July, May, November, because they're in the book. So Thanksgiving, most people spend it in the newsroom with like a newsroom turkey or Chinese food or whatnot. If you go into broadcast journalism thinking you're going to hit it rich, you're going to be like some big time anchor, you're going to make $10 million a year, think again. TV news is not a particularly lucrative industry for most of the people who work in it. In fact, some stations in smaller markets, they may pay you $20,000 a year to start, and that is full time. I know quite a few people who've had to have second jobs just in order to scrape by. So just know that the people who do work in TV news are doing it because they're passionate about the work, they like it, and they're definitely not doing it for the money. I can tell you from personal experience, there's no money in it. Okay, now we need to talk about the crazy calls. Everyone who's worked in TV news, you know what I'm talking about here. All of the very strange, bizarre, rude phone calls and emails that flood the newsroom 24/7. Now this is mostly for local news I'm talking about, but stations have like an email address, a desk email, and a phone number. And I've worked as both a producer and an assignment editor, and I can tell you that the calls you get are absolutely insane. Everybody has a crazy call of the day, of the week, and they just keep coming. I don't know where these folks are coming from, but apparently they have nothing better to do than call a local newsroom and ask you for lotto numbers, movie times, sports scores, weather forecasts, asking you to Google stuff. It is crazy. So I am telling you, if you are thinking about calling a local TV station and your call falls into one of those categories, just put down the phone. Put down the phone and walk away. Because I know every single person in news has probably been traumatized by answering the phone and checking that email box. It's just the way it is. One thing I think everyone in TV news has experienced is having a really terrible schedule. Like we're talking weekend overnights, the 3 a.m. shift, the 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. shift. I have worked all of those. I've worked weekends, I've worked holidays. That's just the way it is. It is a 24/7 business. And if there's like some sort of breaking news story we're in your rolling coverage, or if there's a hurricane, you could expect to pretty much live at the station. And again, that's just part of what we did as a community service because you wanted to serve the community you lived in by providing information. But on a personal level, it can really take a toll. It's a very stressful job. Your day changes all the time because you come in the morning and then you have certain stories lined up, and then by the end of the day, that's just totally blown up because something else happened. So I think one thing I do want to really express is just how fast-paced working in a newsroom is, and also how quick on your feet you need to be, and just how much you need to be able to be flexible and be able to adapt to changing situations, because things in a newsroom are changing all the time. On the flip side, the burnout rate is also very high. It is a very high stress job with like basically zero work-life balance. So I know tons of people who have exited the business for various reasons, spending more time with family, writing a book, starting a business, getting a new job, getting a better job, getting that dream job in public relations or media relations or as a PIO. So a lot of people do end up leaving, but of course we all value our time working in TV, but sometimes it's just time to move on to different things, and that's okay too. Now, I really could go on all day telling you more about the TV news business, but these are just a few things I thought of off the top of my head, and I thought I would share them with you. So if you enjoyed this video or you found it interesting, feel free to smash that like button and subscribe if you want me to be your guide inside the media industry.